What's happening, guys? Hope everyone's well. So right now I'm just at Deansgate Interchange. Barely any cars in sight. Usually around 12 p.m. it'd be pretty dead. I mean, here's Mancunian anyway. Here and there. More people than cars, to be honest. I mean, everyone's always complaining about traffic, but now there's none. It's crazy. So I hope everyone's well. It's a beautiful afternoon today. I'm just going to a chiropractor's appointment in Deansgate, and I was just thinking, like, it's going to be a beautiful day. Might as well just get a walk and get some exercise in, get my vitamin D dosage in. Apparently vitamin D protects you against coronavirus, so why not? And I've just been contemplating a bit recently, been asking a couple of my teachers as well with regards to how we can actually take advantage of Ramadan this year round. Because, I mean, for me, this will be my 4th Ramadan working in the charity sector. And what that means is that for the past 3 Ramadans, my entire Ramadan has been focused around, raising as much funds as possible for those that are most in need. We've raised thousands, hundreds of thousands, in fact, for those most in need in the past few years. And inshallah, this Ramadan will be no different. But, it's going to be different in the way it's run instead. Because now we're probably not going to have any tarawih, not going to have any tahajjud. I mean, in the night is really when I'm able to take the most, maximum advantage out of the blessed month, so that I know that for every single waking moment I'm studying ibadah, I'm reading the Quran, and not being Quran Hafiz as well. You would wish that you were, so that you could stay up all night in ibadah, but instead you've got to follow an imam. And that's really my take on making the most out of Ramadan itself. So this year is going to be quite different in that aspect. So my question to you all is, what are you going to be doing differently this year, which is going to be your opportunity to make the most out of the month? I mean, even thinking back a few years when my mum was alive, one of my most cherished memories with her was when I would literally go and jump into her car, her little Yaris, because I didn't have my own car at the time. And then then she would jump in as well. We would drive to Disbury Mosque. And because there was like a timetable difference as well, where Disbury Mosque would close their fast a lot later than our timetable, I'd be texting, and I've still got these texts on WhatsApp. Sometimes I go back and look at them, where I text and say, "Mum, you okay? Let's leave. Let's see if we can pray with her or not, because we're going to do dua qunut and all that stuff as well." And just trying to cut it fine so we can pray as much as we can before we get home, and close our fast for our timetable time. So obviously tahajjud probably won't be happening in Jamaat this year round, so that's a bummer. But I asked my teacher, and he said, in the words I put it to him is that, the only thing that comes to my mind is reading Quran when it comes to maximizing a month, because like I just explained over the last couple of minutes, that what I would prefer doing is just doing tarawih, tahajjud behind an imam, and that would be my way of making the most out of the month. But he said, the Sahaba themselves would actually focus just on reading the Quran in the month. So really, that's my plan for Ramadan. And obviously, aside from that, I'm really going to try my best for the less fortunate as well. This is really a time to adapt and overcome. Stuff like masjid collections, that kind of stuff is not going to be happening, unfortunately. So we really got to think of new inventive ways. And I'm going to be doing my 10k run in Ramadan as well. I plan a walk for water as well, inshallah, social distance friendly and all that stuff. And I want as many of you guys to come on board as well to help, because my heart really bleeds for those that are less fortunate right now. The people that we work with in Iraq, the Syrian refugees, those day workers in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Lebanon as well, in the camps. My heart really bleeds for them more than anything, because every single year they're there waiting for us to come forth with their aid and to make Ramadan happen for them. Otherwise they'd have literally nothing for suhoor and iftar. But this year round, and because of all the change in the current affairs with coronavirus and similar, it's really made everyone's life a lot more difficult, and it's made theirs far worse. I mean, we have a support system here in the UK. The government's looking after us however they can. We have like 1,000,001 different charities doing what they can to help, the local people. But we are the support system for a lot of these people that we help abroad. People in Iraq, for example, they're literally living in rubble. They don't know any different. And the only time they come out is literally just to come grab a food pack from us, just to go back to rubble from homes that were once even better than ours. So my heart really does just go out to them more so than anyone else. And I want to ask you guys as well, are you guys up for the challenge in, raising as much funds for them in the month, taking as much advantage of Ramadan? My plan this year around is to make this the best Ramadan of my life. Why should it be any different? The month is going anywhere. It's still coming in 2.5 weeks' time. So why should we not take as much advantage as we can? Allahumma baligna Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to reach Ramadan. So get in touch with me, guys, if you're looking to fundraise with us, so we can make as much a big difference as we can to them, because they're relying on us, man. They don't have anyone else. And at the end of the day as well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ar-Razaq. He's the one who provides for all. But the question is, are we going to be the ones through whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses to help them with? And remember, you'll be receiving some of the du'as of the most oppressed people in the world. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the dua of the oppressed is verily answered. Imagine you're receiving their duas in such a difficult time. Many of us going through financial issues, health issues. Imagine receiving the duas of the oppressed. And when we're going through financial troubles as well, that's the best time to give sadaqah as well. So really encourage people to do that, because there's a hadith that the best time to give sadaqah is when you fear loss of wealth. So I'm going to close this live over here now. I'm just on Deansgate, completely empty. In fact, that's Hilton. So I hope everyone's well. Thought I'd chime in on this beautiful afternoon and drop your thoughts down below as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.